Hi everybody, this is another episode of Bonsai Diaries, and I'm back this spring with my baby jade plants. You might remember that these came from a bigger jade I got from the library, and I will show you that plant after I've finished with these. What I want to do today is trim these because they're awfully tall and lanky. They've had a whole year in these little cups to grow some roots. They're doing spectacularly, but I really need them to branch out. So I need to decide where I'm going to cut them. I want the branches to go... See, when I cut them, they'll come out the same, two branches will come out on the same sides where the leaves are. And I want branches to go, this way. That would be great. Is this, oh my goodness. I think you guys are a little, that's better. There we go. There we go. So I only need to do one cut, and I am not putting these cuttings to make more cuttings. I'm just going to compost these cuttings. You know, too much of a single thing can be kind of bad, and I never really wanted to do jade in the first place. I just decided to do it to have something else to do. Now, that's not to say that they won't bud on their own. If you take a look at this one, you'll notice there's a teeny tiny little green dot right here. That is a branch that's starting all on its own. But if I cut it, it'll get that branch that much sooner. So if I want them going this way, there are already two extra ones going there. Okay. I think I'm going to do this right here. There we go. And that's all I want to do with that one right now. It's happy enough in this little pot. I do need to give it some water. The leaves are a little skinny. This, on the other hand, is a spectacular. Leaves are all plump. Just barely getting ready to beg for some water, but it too has gotten really tall and lanky, and I don't want that. I want it to grow some branches. I don't want to go too far up. Right there. Oh boy, that looks pretty stubby, doesn't it? It won't look stubby for long. This will callus up pretty quick. Jades are pretty easy. They are pretty easy to deal with. Now, this one's different. I got leaves up here, and I have leaves way down there. I'm going to keep those for now. But this up here doesn't seem so great. Let's see. They should alternate. So if these are going this way, this will go this way. Okay. Right there. One more. This has already started a bud right here. I think I will give that bud a chance. Just like that. And all 4 seedlings are done. And this is lots of compost. Now, if you do want to make cuttings, simply go to the node, cut it just below the node, take these 2 leaves off, stick this in some soil, water it, and wait. And pretty soon you'll have a jade plant of your own. You can also do it by sticking leaves in soil, but it takes a whole lot longer. All right, time for Mom. Uh-oh, I don't think you can see all of this. Mom, the plant I got all of my jade cuttings from. Yes, isn't she tall and lanky? And you know what? I think one of her babies actually has a thicker trunk than she does. How embarrassing. So I guess it's time for a repot. I've left her alone long enough. It's been a year. I did trim her up here. Way up here when I got her. I probably should have chopped her all the way down, but I wanted to leave her alone for a while. Now, she's had long enough. Let's get her out of here and see if we can get her some nice soil. Is this soil even gonna... Whew, that is some kind of tough soil. It's a pretty big pot too. I'd say that the roots probably don't reach all the way to the edge of the pot, which isn't great. Jades do kind of like to be cuddled. What I mean by cuddled is they kind of like to hit the sides of the pot. They like a nice, cuddly, close environment to grow in. There we go. All right. Come on, Mom. Let's see if you've grown any. And, oh, in the past year. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, well, she did. She did grow some roots, didn't she? But they're not very big. They're not very strong. Jade roots are not very strong anyway. This is pretty dry soil. I can definitely give her better. Yeah, this is, believe it or not, this is one long root. All right, well. Well, the pot seems to be clean enough. I could probably just reuse the pot. What she really needs is, you know, a nice gravelly soil, and I'm going to give her some fresh potting soil. Let's see. Let's see how much I have there. Fill it up with that. Yeah, half and half ought to be good. That looks good. I can put this in here and reuse that in other places. This isn't bad. It looks like it was maybe an orchid desert mix, succulent mix. It's pretty good. But her babies are doing so much better with the gravel mix. I think she'll probably enjoy that a whole lot more. Let's just get this cleaned up. I'm going to give it just a little bit of fertilizer, not a whole lot. About a 1/4 tablespoon should be fine. Nice and gravelly and light. Just perfect for the atmosphere, for the environment in this greenhouse. I don't want to shock her, so I'll put just a little bit of her previous back in there. Let's see. Maybe a little higher up. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do a fairly drastic trim too. She definitely needs water. Her soil was way too dry. I had waited far too long to do this, but it's okay. Now I can get some trimming done. Here we go. All right. I know you're not going to like this. This is too much. Too much. I can see there's a node there. And you know what? I don't like this whole spindly runoff thing. I don't like it at all. Not at all at all. That was getting woody. And I don't like this either. It goes down. There we go. Oh, is it a weed? Were you growing a weed? You were. Is that a weed? Or is that a different succulent? It kind of looks like a different succulent, doesn't it? Kind of weird. Maybe I'll keep it and stick it in some seedling soil and see how it does. There we go. That's much better, but I'm not done. I'm not done. I know. So drastic, isn't it? This? I think so. That. And that. I don't want that. That's all I'm left with. That is all you have left, Mama. All right, well, we will give Mama some water. And we'll put her her little friend in another pot. And then we'll see how she does. I think I think she's going to do great. These two, sorry little specimens, are from last year. They are what I believe to be my 2 remaining fuchsias from the half dozen or so that I managed to propagate from seed last year. This one is definitely doing much better, but it does need a bit of a trim, doesn't it? It's kind of leaning, which isn't bad, but I need it to fluff out, and I need to make some decisions on branching. Let's see. I don't just want it to go willy-nilly this way. And I don't want it to go willy-nilly this way either. I want it to tighten up and a little more upright. This branch isn't behaving itself very well at all, isn't it? That's dead. That's definitely a dead branch. You. Actually don't think I like that branch at all. There we go. That's better. Now I can see through the branches somewhat. This off here, that's even better. I'm tempted to bring this all the way down to here. Unfortunately, getting it so long and lanky means that some of the branches just... Yeah, that's better. That is much better. And just clip that there. And of course, as spring growth occurs, they become much thicker. Oh, I'm not taking a chance, but yeah, come on. There are teeny tiny little ones in here that will not add to its health at all. Neither will this. Neither will this. Well, a little bit here. There we go. I think that's probably good for now. Although, oh, I'm such a wimp when it comes to this. I don't want to cut, but I need to if I want it to bush out. And I really need it to bush out. There we go. That is much better. We'll see what happens with it in another couple of months. But now, for being such a good tree, you get a treat. I want some fertilizer. Who's a good baby? Yes, you are. You are. Here you go. There's some food. Oh, such a good tree. All right, and off to the side with you. Now, this one is a quite a bit more miserable looking, isn't it? looks like it's kind of a bit chewed up and spit out. Gonna call for some drastic reduction. Ba-boom. No downward growing branches, please. Thank you very much. And go and try to give it a shape, some kind of shape. It's gonna need to come in quite a bit further, huh? Yeah, there we go. You know, these lower ones, I don't really want these lower ones at all, because I want an actual trunk. So these down here can get chopped. All right. I like it. I like it. There we go. Oh, dead piece. There we go. Maybe there. I can kind of see a shape to it now. Not big on inside branches. That's good. This can go. There we go. That's better. There. And there. And there. No dead, no dying. There we go. That out. There we go. This is going down right here. This is actually going down and out. I don't like that either. And this is pretty much outside the zone. There we go. Wow, that made it look so much better. I feel like there's still lots more I should do with it. But I want this. Ha! There we go. Let's see if it'll... Oh, I don't think that's going to be... No. There we go. This would be much better. Yes, I want this here. And I want this little snippet right here to go away completely. All right, now I want there, and I want to go this way. I think. I hope I'm doing this right. This way. I don't want to break the branch. Hope I'm not using one that's way too heavy for it. It is possible I am doing that. Ah! Alright. Up there. And around to here. And I think if I do this right, I can pull it out just a little bit. Just like that. That looks better. That looks better. Now this branch is definitely in the way, and so is this. A little. There we go. There we go. That is much better. I have a feeling this is going to get in the way. However, and this is definitely going to get in the way of that too. I'd like it when it's done to have a spreading look. If I can arrange it. I still feel like I might be doing something wrong with this, but I'm going to let it grow. And I'm going to see how it looks again in a couple of months once it's really leafed out. And of course, for being such a good tree, you get a little bit of food. There we go. A little more right there. There you go. Who's a good tree? Who's a good tree? You are. Well, you started out life as a shrub, and now you're a tree. Kind of. Now, these are not for the chopping block. These are 1-year-old pomegranates. I created them from seed last year, but one of these things is not like the other. You can see this goes in gradation from pale green leaves, which are falling off, to a little less pale, a little bit stronger leaves, to a nice green tree with strong leaves. All these trees have received similar treatment. There was one thing that changed: the amount of light I gave. This tree actually received all natural light. This tree actually received all natural light. This tree and this tree were placed under grow lights for a little while. Then I noticed this was happening under the grow lights. I took them out of the grow lights, and this one immediately began gaining back its color and stopped dropping so many leaves. This one has not quite responded yet. Here is the last one. It too was put under grow lights, but it's grown super long and leggy. But some of its leaves have returned to green, and it's growing brand new babies, which is gratifying to see. I gave these a super light fertilization before I put them under the lights. So it is possible that the fertilizer added to too much light caused these plants to react very badly. This plant also received fertilization and started growing new leaves, but didn't get burned. This is something that I am not familiar with this at all. To give fertilizer and then have something react extremely badly to the grow lights is very surprising to me. So this can happen. Pomegranates, yes, are very sensitive to fertilizer in the first place, which is why I gave a light fertilizing. They are constantly, these 4 pomegranates are constantly in the greenhouse. I have not taken them out. And they have received light watering every now and then since I came home from Arizona. They went 5, 6 weeks without a single drop of water. And they're still alive, which is great. Will this one come back? I don't know. I could probably start trimming this one. It'd be all right. You can see that I have started twisting the trunk on this one. And I will continue to twist it together because that's how I want the tree to look. But I also need the branches to actually branch out. I want this to become a single trunk, but I want it to branch out nicely. I think I needed to leaf out a little more before I actually do start trimming it. I definitely need this to get a little healthier before I start trimming it. Once I see evidence of new leaves, I can start trimming it. And this one needs to grow a few more leaves before I start trimming it. However, this beast can get a trim. If I can remember what I did with my trimmers. Trimmers. Oh, they're right in front of my face. Here we go. So, all you guys go back. Go back over here with the jades, huh? Come on. Beautiful. All right. Whew! Drastic haircut day, huh? Drastic haircut day. I can see a tiny little bump here, so it should start growing a new branch there. No inner branches. Thank you very much. That can go away completely. This, whoo! That looked painful. All right. Now it's a nice short little stub. Let's see how that does. Good plant. No more fertilizer for you though. You can have a little bit of a drink of water. How about that. And you just take your time assimilating that. And I think that's it for the day. See you later.